Today I wanted to talk on the subject of self-esteem, and I heard this earlier this morning, and it was actually Ed Milet talking about it, and so I would love to take credit for this information, but it was so profound to me because it's basically the number one trait of people who have a high self-esteem. And it starts with making promises to ourselves and keeping those promises. And so I thought that was really profound because it is so true that when we do make a promise to ourselves and we don't follow through, like it could be very subconscious, we don't even realize it, but it's like we're letting ourselves down. So it really affects our self-esteem. If we can get really good at saying, I am going to do this and make a commitment towards that promise to ourselves and follow through, it's amazing how good you feel. But look at how many people say, okay, I'm going to start this on Monday, or I'm going to do this, and they don't do it, right? And I've been guilty of this on so many levels. You feel horrible, right? And if we're not careful, then we can start to take on the identity of somebody who doesn't fulfill our promises. And then we're labeled, right? We're labeled as a flake, or that person who, you just can't count on them because they don't follow through. And so to me, like listening to this morning was like, okay, this is such an easy, it's not an easy task, but it's a simple task. For today, I'm going to make a promise to myself to do such and such. Write it down and then do it. And that's a really good first step towards bigger things. If we can get really good at following through with our commitments, then we start to step into the identity of somebody who is true to their word, right? And then other people start to recognize it, like, oh, so-and-so, she said she was going to do that, and she did. She is she's somebody that I can count on. She's always somebody who I can count on. And that's a great feeling. So it all goes back to the way that we feel about ourselves. And then it's something that we convey towards other people. So for today, make one promise to yourself. And it can be something small. It can be something as small as, I'm going to do my affirmations tonight before I go to bed. Write it down and then do it. And each day make one promise to yourself that you follow through on. And then gradually start making those promises bigger and bigger. Like I'm going to commit to doing 30 minutes of cardio 5 days a week. I mean, I'm just using this as an example. And you'll be surprised at how easy it can be because you've stepped into the identity of somebody who follows through. Okay, one of the promises I made to myself is that I'm going to start posting nutrition tips because I do a lot of self-development stuff, but I'm also a nutritionist and a personal trainer. So I'm going to follow up the self-development with a nutrition tip, and then maybe breaking down a certain exercise or different variations of an exercise that I feel like everybody has the capability of accomplishing. So nutrition tip today is on the supplement alpha lipoic acid, also known as ALA. And it is a powerful antioxidant that I have most of my clients on, particularly during the holidays when we're eating a lot of carbohydrates. So what alpha lipoic acid does is not only is it an antioxidant, but it also helps the body convert carbohydrate to energy. So instead of storing carbohydrates in the muscle and liver, it takes it immediately and utilizes it for energy. So it's a very really, really good supplement for anybody who has type 2 diabetes. And it's amazing what some of my clients have already told me, like through Thanksgiving, that they were able to eat a pretty high carbohydrate meal like dressing and still have energy. You know, normally we get that plunge in our energy level after we eat something high in carbs. One client in particular said that she had like a ton of energy afterwards. So I wanted to make sure that I got some feedback on this supplement before I advocate for it, because I'm a huge supplement person, and I know that not everybody is. And so I'm always hesitant to throw things out there, because I inevitably am going to get the feedback, oh, this doesn't work, or you should be getting, vitamins from natural sources, which is true. But are we? Most of us are not. So, highly recommend it. Alpha lipoic acid. I have one client in particular who is dropping weight, getting lean pretty fast, and he really feels like this was the missing component in his nutrition program. So alpha lipoic acid, what you do is you take it right before you eat a meal. That I would just recommend eating it during meals where they're heavy in starches, and see what happens. And there you go. All right, here we go. Exercise for the day is the squat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show different variations of the squat, because I have quite a few people, and clients included, that have knee issues and are trying to find ways to squat that doesn't aggravate their knees. And I think that most everybody can do a squat. It's just finding the right type of squat. So that's what I'm going to go through today, and hopefully one of these will work for you.